The morning light slanted through the bedroom curtains, soft and golden, dust floating in the air like tiny ghosts. Adam stood in the doorway, a laundry basket balanced against his hip. He rarely did the cleaning, not because he didn't care, but because Leah insisted it was her way of coping, she said. Keeping things spotless gave her control, especially after what happened last year. Still, today felt different. Today he wanted to help. Maybe it was guilt. Maybe love. Probably both. He placed the basket down beside the bed and began picking up clothes, socks, books. Leah was out getting groceries. She'd be gone another hour. He'd surprise her, make her smile like she used to before her eyes started carrying that tired glaze. He crouched to collect a dropped earring, and that's when he saw it. Something dark peeking from under the bed. It wasn't big, just out of place. Adam reached out, fingers brushing wood. A box, small, locked, old, not Leah's style, not part of their life. His breath caught, fingers trembling as he pulled it out. It was dusty, the kind of dust that meant years, not weeks. Like it had waited for him. And he didn't know why, he didn't mean to, but he looked for the key. It wasn't hard to find. In her nightstand drawer, tucked behind a bundle of receipts, right next to a photo of them on their honeymoon, laughing, sun-drenched, before the miscarriages, before the long silences at dinner, before she started staying up late, always saying she couldn't sleep. He hesitated. "Don't," he whispered aloud, like saying it would stop him. But his hands didn't listen. The lock clicked open, soft and sharp. Inside were letters, stacked tight, bound with a ribbon that felt too gentle for what followed. He pulled one out. The first sentence twisted his stomach. "I wish I could tell you what I really feel, but I can't, not with him in the next room." The handwriting wasn't Leah's. It was a man's. Every line clawed deeper. Secrets, regrets, confessions of touches exchanged when Adam was away at work, of eyes locking across rooms they weren't supposed to be in together. It was all there, spelled out in ink, in longing. One letter, then two, then five. He couldn't stop reading. The man called her L. He signed off with K. Each word pulsed in his hands. A betrayal not just of body, but of soul. Leah hadn't just been unfaithful. She'd been in love with this man. Adam sat back on the carpet, heart pounding in his ears, vision swimming. The world didn't tilt. It collapsed inward, slow and silent, like a building that had been rotting for years and finally gave in. And yet the last letter was different. It was torn, smudged, and dated almost a year ago. "I can't keep doing this. He's a good man. I made vows. I have to end this, even if it breaks me." No signature, no response. Just that. A final goodbye, or a lie. Adam sat in that silence for what felt like forever, until the front door opened. Leah's voice called out, soft and casual. "Babe, I got your almond milk." He didn't move. Footsteps padded closer, light as always. She appeared in the doorway, smiling, that soft, careful smile she used lately, like she was always trying to read his mood before stepping fully into it. Then she saw the box. The letters. Her face drained. Her body went completely still. The silence between them grew sharp. "Where did you find that?" she asked, her voice barely a breath. "Under the bed," he said. His voice was low, tired, not angry. Worse. Wounded. She looked like she might cry, or scream, or run. But she didn't. Instead, she stepped inside slowly, like walking into a fire she knew would burn. "I ended it," she whispered. "Before it became physical, I swear to God." He blinked. That word hung in the air. Physical, like a technicality she hoped would lessen the wound. "Why?" he asked, his voice cracking. "Was I not enough?" Tears welled up in her eyes. It wasn't about you. It was about me. About feeling alive when I felt like I was drowning. He laughed, not from humor, but disbelief. You should have told me. I tried, she said. You stopped hearing me. They stood in that broken room, surrounded by clean laundry and shattered illusions. Do you love him? Adam asked. She didn't answer. And that silence was louder than any confession. Weeks passed. They stayed in the same house, spoke in polite exchanges, shared space but not hearts. Adam slept on the couch. Leah kept the box but never touched it again. One night, he found her in the kitchen, staring at the window, tears silently sliding down her cheeks. Do you want to fix this? He asked, his voice barely more than a breath. I don't know how, she said. And maybe that was the most honest thing she had ever said. Months later, Adam packed a small bag, not out of rage, but out of love for himself. He left a note. No anger, just one line. Sometimes love means knowing when to stop bleeding for someone who won't stop cutting. He walked away, not because he didn't love her, but because he finally realized she had stopped loving herself long before she stopped loving him. And some wounds aren't healed with forgiveness. They're healed with distance, with truth, with letting go.